Raranim and Kamarale, we are here at the Kimiuo Aisek Museum uh, here in Southfield, Wada, Chuuk State. Come on in, let's go check it out.
Hey Chris, go ahead and sign in.
Okay, so when you come in, we got to sign
Sign
in.
in, and the country, date, and your signature, your remarks on, how do you think, but that's at the end. On your left side, we are, Itaú cones, that's for this safety reasons.
Okay, just to watch out.
Yeah,
Understood.
so,
Okay,
okay, go ahead,
cool.
feel free. And go ahead, also sign in, gentlemen, good.
Chuuk State.
Nabibili sila.
Yes.
Thank you.
If we do get it, today's the 3rd, 23rd?
23rd, yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
23rd. Yeah.
Okay. So come this way. Right here we have some of the flags donated by certain countries. And then here is the man himself, Kimiuo Aisek, one of our legendary divers who started diving. The fun story about him is he's the one who knew all the wrecks because during the war times he was on the mountain looking out, watching the ships get sunk by the U.S. military aircrafts, and he was just documenting where they were all falling down. So after everything, he knew he was one of the only people who knew where everything was because he was just up there documenting where everything fell down. Here's just some old sinks that could be found on the old shipwrecks. These are the sinks from shipwrecks. This is our Chuuk house. If you come into it, actually so it's made this way so that you have to bow to go in. We say tiro. And here we can see the Washeresh, the sailing canoe, donated by Mr. Danny Ham. And here are some local hatches made from wood and different kinds, rocks. You can see some seashell over here. This one over here looks to be made out of turtle shell. And this is the Lifofut War Club used during battle. Here's another item used for war, the Lumuts Flat Club, Ligumuts Flat Club, or War Ring. We have some traditional fans. Also, this is a pretty cool one. This is the Nun. Also, it's a rope that is made from coconut husks. And the men who make it, they sit down all day and they rub the husks together to create this braid. This is our traditional hydro flasks. Today we use hydro flasks, but back in the day they used to walk around with waters held in their coconut shells. This is also something very traditional for us, our ladies, the taf, the comb. So before we had these plastic combs that were made, we actually made them from turtle shell. And then here's another necklace made of turtle shell. Here's the akal, also known as hat, during the hot days as it gets very hot here in Chuuk. And here is the sewi shell, which is for the chief's tribe, and they were used to call for special meetings and gatherings. And you guys might know this, or those of you who know Chuuk, this is one of our staples, the love stick, or fore. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's some just more memorabilia about Operation Hellstorm and the dive wrecks, as you can see. Okay, if you come with me, diro. So you come in with respect and you leave with respect in the Oud. And as we move this way, as you can see, we have the Dewarik, and which is a fish trap or a fishing basket. Sorry, should say. And then here were the traditional fish traps for back in the day. And here's another fish trap as well, made of wood. And there's actually another little small canoe, which we had a canoe show earlier. That was shown. This is known as the This is our traditional bakery, what we use to cook our pigs and other foods. So they would make the rocks really hot and gather them, dig a hole, and then you cover it with the rocks, and it acts as an oven. Really, really cool stuff, ancient ways. And also one of our most prized possessions, the udong with the stand. The udong is usually presented to the chief as an offering of the first harvest, or also during big events. Then as you can see here, here's more memorabilia of the great Kimiuo Aisek. Here he is seen with Al Giddings, co-producer of the Titanic. If you don't know, fun fact, a lot of the Titanic wrecks that you see are the Chuuk Lagoon wrecks. So, and then you can see some samurai swords from during the World War II, Japanese occupation. Just a plethora of stuff. Here's some a machine gun, probably taken from the wreckages. Telegraph, the ones if you've ever watched Titanic, this is the I don't know, it works like that, something like that. And then a rangefinder. Wow. Oh, sorry, it says do not touch, so let's not touch. Then you got also some. You got the Japanese rifle, the Arasaka Type 38 rifle, and the Nambu pistol, which usually the pilots would usually keep for the Japanese Zeros and whatnot. Here's actually a samurai sword from during the same time, and just a whole bunch of stuff that was found on these wrecks. Over here you can find some old medical kits, a flare gun, some warship renditions in smaller form, some old school lamps, torches. These were, I believe, taken off the Sankisan Maru, which you can come and dive in the beautiful, as the chicks say, a flashlight from Hokimaru. Some some glassware and soy sauce bottles. And then over here, as you can see, some pretty pristine condition. Some not so pristine, but some are actually pretty immaculate. And they were found, I believe, on the ships. Sankisan Maru, Ipopo Maru. Yeah, and I think that's a. Oh. Then also one of the famous people to come by was John F. Kennedy Jr., who was also taken diving by Mr. Kimiuo Aisek himself. Here's actually an old shot of the Naval Repair Base on Dublon. Dublon is also known as Torwas Island. It is in one of the 5 municipalities found in southern Nowarias, one of the greatest regions in Chuuk State. I'm also from the most southern island, or southern Nawarias myself, but I'm from Oman. But we're not talking about that. Actually, some pretty cool. Oh, wow. So they actually had a carbon water filter back in those days. Porcelain. And an old telephone, as you can see, too. Yeah. Some kids these days, you guys don't right now recognize what this is, but before cell phones, people used to use these things to call each other. We couldn't see each other, but we could still hear each other. Yeah. And if you come through too, at the end of the day, you can come and get you some shirts at the museum. You got some hats, shirts, and also some postcards. Pretty cool stuff. So come by and see us over here at the Blue Lagoon. Mr. Rambo, anything else you'd like to say about Mr. Kimiuo Aisek or this museum?
Kimiuo Aisek is the founder of this place. I mean, and diving. I mean, if it wasn't for him, you know, this museum is not going to be able to have, you know, island. I mean, Chuuk, you know. Yeah, that's all. I appreciate. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you around.
Gisho Chabu, thank you. Yeah, as he said, Kimiuo Aisek was actually the founder of scuba diving here in Chuuk. He's taken many greats around, like James Cameron, John F. Kennedy Jr., and Jacques Cousteau himself. If you're a diving fan, I think you'd know who that man is. He's pretty much like the Michael Jordan of diving. And yeah, we'll be back, and we'll catch you later at more Micro Expo events. Micro Expo 3, Rayanim and Camarale.